Bob Good. He serves on the Budget Committee, also a member of the House Freedom Caucus. We know your colleagues from the Freedom Caucus, Congressman Good, are speaking right now. They say they are no votes. You call this deal an abysmal failure. Does that mean that you are a no vote as well?
Absolutely not. The bottom line, this bill is bad for the country. It worsens our fiscal situation. It makes an eventual default much more likely. It'll increase our national debt by some 10% over 2 years. It's an unlimited increase to the national debt limit. It'll go to $36 trillion on our current track. That's with no new extra special kind of spending, emergency type spending. It still will take us to $36 trillion national debt. Democrats got everything they wanted in this bill, which was essentially an unconditional debt ceiling increase with no changes to their primary programs. It means Republicans are going to go on record, apparently some Republicans, in voting to affirm the Biden agenda for 2 more years. It's just terrible for the American people, terrible for the country, terrible for the Republican Party.
Congressman Good, to be clear, Speaker McCarthy says that there is nothing in here for Democrats. But I want to ask you specifically about what we're going to be watching happen first, right? The Rules Committee has to have it has to weigh in on this today. So do you expect it to pass through the Rules Committee? Chip Roy, your colleague, has said we can still kill this and start over and do the right thing.
Well, Democrats are being told to suppress their enthusiasm for the bill behind the scenes. They don't want it to look too much, to be too evident it's a Democrat bill. So they're suppressing their enthusiasm and feigning some concern. But it's essentially a Democrat bill with everything that they wanted, which is a debt ceiling increase with no conditions, essentially. I hope that Chip Roy, Ralph Norman, and Thomas Massie, the new conservatives who were put on the Rules Committee, will be able to kill it in the Rules Committee. But I certainly hope Republican opposition to it will grow as more Republican members learn what's actually in the bill. You go from canceling the IRS expansion of $80 billion to just rescinding $1 billion of it. You go to really weak work requirements.
Well, let me ask you about that, because you say they're really weak work requirements, but they are expanded work requirements. So why would Democrats be voting to expand work requirements in any way?
In Limit, Save, Grow, you had work requirements for Medicaid, food stamps, and cash welfare payments, as you know. The biggest part of that is Medicaid. That was taken out. And then you had some exceptions added to the work requirements for veterans, for homeless, and for anyone affiliated with foster care. Those are actually permanent, and the modest work requirements only that phased into age 54, those have a sunset provision to them, so those will expire, but the exceptions will not expire. So even the work requirements aren't good. It's, again, like the IRS expansion.
Not good, but you agree they're still stricter than they currently are. Let me ask you about the Freedom Caucus, if I can, that had a conference call last night where Ken Buck, another Freedom Caucus colleague, floated a motion to vacate. That's the rule for those watching that would allow a single Republican to initiate a vote to remove Kevin McCarthy as Speaker. Buck, as we understand it, referred to it as the elephant in the room. Where are those discussions?
Well, the Freedom Caucus is focused on trying to defeat the bill, trying to defeat a bill that's bad for the country, trying to expose what's in the bill. But I will tell you that what January was about, the Speaker battle, what it was about was us not doing in a Republican majority what we've always done, which is passing bills, major pieces of spending legislation with a majority of Democrat voters. I suspect that you're going to have more Democrats vote for this bill than Republicans when it's all said and done tomorrow night. That was one of the things. We're not going to do that in a majority. We're not going to pass legislation with a majority of Democrat votes for major spending packages. Number two, we're going to use every tool at our disposal to fight all the leverage that we had. We were in a strong position just a few days ago. We have surrendered all of that. And on at the 11th hour, we have jettisoned everything about the Limit, Save, Grow Act, and we've given the Democrats what they started out asking back in January, which was an unconditional, unlimited debt ceiling increase through January of 25.
So let me be quick on that, if I can. Would you support Congressman Gosar's suggestion that it can be used as a threat to force McCarthy to allow Republicans to amend the bill on the House floor that could stall its package? I
don't know what you're talking about, a threat, but we ought to have amendments that are able to be made. We ought to have an open rule process. We ought to have regular order. That was part of January as well.
Should Speaker McCarthy remain Speaker, I guess, is the simple question, yes or no?
Well, again, this is a terrible failure of leadership.
And so he's the leader. Should he remain Speaker?
To not utilize every tool at our disposal to fight and use the Republican majority that the American people gave us. We ought to be able to force a Republican bill to the floor, not a Democrat bill to the floor. We also ought to not be passing legislation with the majority of Democrats, which I think is what's going to take place on the vote tomorrow night.
Congressman Good, help me understand this. Republicans raised the debt ceiling, suspended it officially 3 times under the former president, Donald Trump. The national debt rose almost $8 trillion. I think it's $7.8 trillion to be exact during former President Trump's time in office. Why is this different?
Well, first of all, I'm in Congress because I wasn't part of that, and I came to Congress to make change. Number two, most Republicans didn't vote for that debt ceiling increase. That was Democrat votes that largely provided those debt ceiling increases. Very few Republicans who are in the House today have ever voted for a debt ceiling increase. However, we spent 90 days coming together negotiating a responsible, reasonable debt ceiling increase of $1.5 trillion because the Senate and the White House were MIA. We were doing all the work on the House side, and you had Republicans who wanted to cut spending so much they would never have to increase the debt limit. But we agreed to do it with some responsible reforms, some significant cuts in spending. We did our work. It was a meaningful bill. It was a bill that was good for the country. It's a step in the right direction. We should have forced the Senate to vote on our bill.
Congressman Good, we appreciate your being with us. Thanks for making time to talk to us today.
Thank you. Great to be with you.